Hi guys, I didn't see you there. Welcome to my channel. Today's video is about how to save money on your Nigerian wedding. It's going to be more like a lecture, hence the reason why I'm holding this ruler. So sit back, relax and enjoy. To save money at your Nigerian wedding, the first thing you need to do is to have a budget. Like, you need to have that at the back of your mind. Have a budget for everything. Make a list of everything involved in the wedding planning. Make a list of, decoration, food, souvenir, outfits, security, hotel reservations, cake, drinks, everything you can think of. Make a list of them and then apportion costs to each and every one of them, a realistic one. And for you to have a realistic budget, you need to do your research. You cannot create a budget based on what people tell you, like, oh, how much do they sell this? You're like, oh well, it could be like 5,000 naira. You can't do that. You have to actually find out from vendors how much these things are. So for instance, photography, have a couple of photographers you would like to work with or you'd like to cover your event. Find out prices from them. Make sure to find out what the prices will cover for, like, for what will I get for my money. Then you can decide, okay, I can afford this, I can go with this. So you cannot have a budget for something that is way below the market price. I don't know if you're getting me. Like, for example, you cannot say, okay, I want decoration for 10,000 naira. That's unrealistic. Where are you going to decorate for 10,000 naira? When planning my wedding, I'm not the kind of person that I have always dreamt of in a fairy tale wedding with a Cinderella dress and all of that. Nah, that has not me. I had never thought of it. So I was a lot willing to compromise. Like, anything goes. Okay, we need to get a dress. Saw a dress, I could pick it. Okay, we need to get food. What kind of food do we want? This. Okay, good. Like, there was no, oh, it must be this, it must be that, I must have this, I'm not that kind of person. But if you're that kind of person and there are things you're particular about, all well and good. Anyway, next point, focus on what really matters to you and your spouse, of course, because the wedding is not just for you. For me, what mattered to me was photography, videography, decoration, outfits, because these are the things that would last. You need, and then the venue, of course. You need your picture to look good so that you can look back at them. The other things like food, cake, DJ, MC, live band, ushers, bouncers, all those things matters, but they don't matter to me, because after that day, nobody is going to remember how many bouncers you hired. Nobody's going to remember how many ushers you had at your event. Nobody's going to remember if the cake tastes good, if the food went round. Nobody's going to remember. But when you look back at your pictures, you see your outfit, your makeup, the place the picture was taken, the actual pictures. These are the things that mattered to me, and I made sure to focus on those areas. So focus on things that matter to you and your spouse, and be ready to splurge on those areas. Okay, makeup was quite important for me because I didn't want to not look good on my wedding. I mean, I'm a beauty without makeup, as you can see, but I just wanted to make sure that I'm not looking too different on my wedding day. Point number 3, be ready to compromise. The wedding is not for you alone. Families will want some things, your in-laws will want some things, your husband will want some things. If you are able to get a few things that matter to you, based on my previous point, if you are able to secure them, you have them already, you have the baddest photographer you've ever wanted at an affordable rate, of course, let them have the rest. Like, okay, they want to bring one person from somewhere to come do something, even if you're not too okay with it, well, for peace to reign, let them do it, because I mean, it's everybody's wedding, and the wedding is just the beginning of the marriage. So you don't have to fight over it. You don't have to, you know, be annoying over little things like that. Let them do it. You want to do it, feel free. Okay, it's your day. You need everything to be perfect, but just take it easy. It's just a couple of hours and it will be over. Like in a couple of months, you would not even remember that the MC said this, or the food came in late. Like, all those things will not really matter to you anymore. So if family and friends want to do things, just let them be. Okay, you don't have to have your way all the time. Speaking about vendors, when getting your vendors, make sure you do a lot of research on them. If possible, get vendors that are referred to you. Like the person that made my cake was referred to me from a very reliable person, somebody I could trust. So I was willing to try it. Also, she did not just recommend this vendor to me, she also gave me her cake, and it was really nice. And I was like, boom, this is it. This is the vendor I've been looking for. Don't just think about Instagram and just, oh, the pictures are nice. Things may look nice on Instagram, in real life they are not nice. So do your research, but make sure you're not being deceived by Instagram, because Instagram is packaging. People just show you what they want you to see. They don't show you the ugly part of it. Some people can work, but they are so unprofessional. Like, imagine, you know, trying to get pictures from your photographer and it's a headache, or videos, and months after. I remember somebody telling me that she did not have her traditional wedding picture or video till date. And you know, with stuff like that, you cannot relive the moment. You cannot have another wedding. It's not going to feel the same. You could renew your vow, you could do other things, you know, but it will not be the same like the actual first time you're getting married to this person. So, but to avoid stuff like that, you know what, get a backup. That's what I did. I got a backup photographer, because I didn't want to hear stories like after the whole day smiling and posing, somebody will come and tell me, oh, I wasn't taking the pictures, or the pictures got lost in transit, or one cock and bull story. Sweetie, I got a backup photographer. You know what I did? There was a photographer that was to cover the entire event, you know, photography, videography, everything covered. I got another photographer which I trust, that was more affordable, that could give me only soft copies of the pictures. Because I mean, what do we really need hard copies for these days? This is the 21st century, we're 2021. I don't really need hard copies. So this person was willing to give me a discount, because I wanted just edited soft copies of the picture, and they covered the entire event. So the point is, if you're skeptical about event, just get a backup. Okay, you may have to pay more, but at least you are rest assured that they both cannot fail you. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. That is for things that matter to you. Other things like ushers, servers, caterers, you don't need to have a 4-course meal at your event. It's just for a couple of hours. People don't have to come eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then take food they will eat for the entire week. Sweetie, it's just a wedding. It's a few hours event. So have the basic food. If you can afford to splurge and, you know, have Chinese, have shawarma, anything you want, in fact, you can have that. But if you're on a budget, you're trying to cut your coat according to your clothes, jollof rice, everybody likes party jollof rice. Jollof rice, swallow either one soup or 2 soups. You know, if there's fried rice or more your plantain, you're good. With chicken or beef or whatever, you're good. Another point is to invite the number of people you can accommodate. I personally like a small wedding. I do not like a wedding where half of the people that would come, you'll be like, sorry, where do I know this person from? You don't even know who they are. Okay, you don't need everybody to attend your wedding, and then at the end of the day, half of the people did not get food to eat because you did not provide food to cater for everybody. Like, it's just a mess. So people don't have seats to sit on, and don't do that. Just manage yourself, manage your finances, and then have fun. It's your wedding day, relax. Okay, so speaking of bridesmaids from my wedding, don't make your friends break the bank or splurge on trying to be part of the bridal party. So what I did was to make sure they wore whatever shoe they had. So those that had nude, that had white wore white, that had clear heels wore clear heels. I mean, the dresses they wore were long dresses, so nobody really took notice of their shoes. It didn't really matter. They wore what they had and they looked beautiful. They didn't have to match from head to toe. It didn't really matter for them to match all the way down to the T. So they had similar dresses, similar flowers. Yeah, they also had similar hairstyles, but it was nothing serious, just a simple ponytail hairstyle. So they didn't have to go splurge on getting, you know, human hair or an expensive weave on and all of that. So yeah, I made it really affordable for them. I also got involved. Make sure you get involved when it comes to your bridesmaids, because if you don't, on that day you'll be surprised at the kind of dresses they will wear. I mean, the dresses they probably will not wear again after that day. I've been a bridesmaid more than once myself, and I know what it feels like to get a dress and not wear it after that day. So make sure you don't make them splurge. Also, for the groomsmen, it was so convenient for them because they didn't even have to spend a lot of money. They all had black suits which they wore for the wedding, and then they wore matching white shirts and a bow tie. They all wore their shoes. They didn't have to match their socks with their shoes. And then, so for you to save money for them as well, try as much as possible to choose something that everybody has. Okay, another point I need to mention is to not splurge on souvenirs and ashwebi. See, that one ashwebi is a different story entirely, because I personally did not do ashwebi for my wedding. Reason being that I didn't have the strength or the energy to start dragging people for money. At the end of the day, these people will not pay you your money. They won't pay you, and you definitely have to pay the vendor. So it's your money that is just hanging. Nobody's paying you, nobody's saying anything about it. The wedding is over, everybody has forgotten about it, because when it's during that wedding period, everybody's in the whole mura phase. Everybody's in the whole, you know, wedding phase and all of that. People are happy and all of that, but after the wedding, you'll not be able to collect your money. That's one of the reasons I personally did not sell ashwebi at my wedding. Of course, family will have their own ashwebi, which is fine. I mean, they could sort that out amongst themselves, but you know, selling to friends, colleagues, co-workers, I mean, it's just a whole lot. So I just did not want to bother going that route at all. Going to the market every day, you know, to get fabrics, even though the vendor selling the ashwebi material want to sell to the people, but it's just a whole lot of, you know, back and forth with ashwebi people. I remember somebody posting on her status one time, and she was like, my wedding is in 2 weeks. If you want ashwebi, this is the last time I'm going to the market. After this time, I am not going anymore. Ashwebi is finished. You know, to tell you the level of frustration she has gotten into, because you think they don't want to buy, and last minute somebody keep wanting to buy clothes, and it's just a whole lot. Instead of me to focus on getting my facials and focus on getting myself ready for the wedding and the marriage afterwards, I'm just running around to the market and trying to collect money. And you know, so I know you could outsource that and give that to somebody to handle, but I just didn't want to get involved with all of that. So if you personally want to do ashwebi, I believe ashwebi is beautiful, it's very colorful, but think about it. I don't want to be that friend that people are trying to buy clothes and they are hungry in their mind. They're like, what is this? How many are we going to wear? Imagine if because these days, every wedding you attend, there is an ashwebi for every wedding. So imagine attending one wedding in January, and then in March you have another wedding. You can't wear the one you wore in January, even if it's the same color. Those ones want to sell their own. The ones in March, they want to sell their own. So you keep buying ashwebi at the end of the day. The only other place you probably wear is maybe church, or you can't even wait to another event, because that other event will have its own ashwebi, and ashwebi is just all over the place. And when you check your wardrobe, you have so many ashwebis that you never wear. So think about it. How many ashwebi, let me even ask you as a viewer, how many ashwebi have you bought this year, and how many times have you worn them again, apart from wearing them to church? That is even the modest one. The other ones that you sew anyhow that you cannot even wear to church, where else you wear it to? Do you wear to the club? Do you wear to work? Where else do you wear to? I don't know, it beats me. Anyway, that's the reason I didn't do ashwebi. Also, don't splurge on souvenirs. Don't spend your money on souvenirs. They will come to your wedding, they will be fed, they will be entertained, and when they are going home, some of them will still take food as takeaway, you know, and then still give them gift. For me, I did souvenir, but souvenir was like the last thing on my list, because it just did not make a lot of sense to spend so much money on souvenirs for me personally. But if it's something you want to do, if you want people to come to your wedding and go back with traveling boxes, AirPods, chargers, power banks, do you, boo? Another thing you need to take advantage of is deals. I remember when I wanted to get hair for my wedding, I did not get hair for my wedding a week to my wedding or a month to my wedding. I got hair for my wedding when I saw a deal on Instagram, and it was a one buy one get one free kind of deal, and I've been following them for a very long time, and I know that their hair are of a very good quality. I've read reviews and all of that, and I bought it. So I got two hair for the price of one. It was an old hair I used for my wedding, and nobody knew about it. Nobody would ask you, oh, is this hair new, is the shoe new? Try as much as possible to reuse stuff, because nobody is going to know. The shoe I wore for my introduction is the same shoe I wore for my traditional, because I wore a very long dress on my introduction. Nobody saw my feet and traditional. Nobody saw the shoes I was wearing. So this, if you can reuse stuff, please do. Nobody would know, okay? And it saves you money. You don't have to spend a whole lot of money on. Another very important point people fail to talk about a lot is praying for your vendors. Just pray for God to direct you, because there are some vendors you don't want to work with them. They will either disappoint you on that day, or they will not be able to perform, or they will not be able to get, they are just full of stories. So just pray not to encounter such vendors. Pray for God to direct you during the wedding planning process. Pray for God to guide you, okay? Pray about everything. You cannot pray too much. I hope this video has helped or educated a bride out there, and I hope you learned a thing or two. If you did, please click the like button, subscribe to the channel. It costs you nothing to subscribe to this channel. Just subscribe to this channel, okay, so that we can grow and grow the family. Yeah, thank you, bye.